Jessica Nielsen. I'm the marketing specialist here at ePlan USA. Today I'm here with a couple of my coworkers, Christopher and Bart, to discuss how ePlan is helping customers navigate through this remote world that we find ourselves in during this pandemic. I'll let you guys introduce yourself and then we'll get started into our topic.
Hi, my name is Christopher Aldred. I'm an application engineer with ePlan USA. I specialize in the P8, ProPanel, and PLM integration suite applications on the ePlan platform.
And I'm Bart Nieber. I'm an account manager with ePlan, and I cover the Upper Midwest. And I work with our customers both direct and then also through our distribution network as well.
Great, thanks. All right, so let's get started here because I know we're short on time. So we know every industry is facing a lot of challenges right now because of the pandemic. Can you guys briefly discuss how ePlan can help with the current market challenges as well as what people can expect from ePlan?
Sure. So when the pandemic started, one of the first things that people were concerned about was how are they going to actually get any work done when they're away from the office. ePlan, at its core, is a multi-user platform and has the capability to allow people to work from either an office or remotely. If you're the situation where you need to log into or grab a license from an existing license manager, the ePlan license manager allows you to do that by using the borrow function. Other remote work can be accomplished by just using a simple virtual machine or logging into a virtual machine.
Yeah, and to go along with that too, during during the whole pandemic, ePlan made a major shift as far as moving all of our services to be offered remotely as well. So for the training courses, which had previously all been done at a customer facility or on site at an ePlan facility, those are now offered remotely, and also the consulting services that we offer. So whether it be the initial implementation or ongoing consulting that we offer.
Right, and so to touch on some of the coursework and how we do that remotely. And when we would have a 4.5 day course for some of the primary application suites like P8, ProPanel. We have a multi-day course that addresses all the individual elements of how to get started in that element. For example, with P8, you would start out just basically how to navigate throughout the ePlan environment and work your way towards a complete project. And what we found that we were able to pretty seamlessly convert that to a virtual format. We have students from across the country, multiple different time zones, all logging into either a WebEx or a Zoom type meeting. And we were able to convey not only the coursework, but also work on exercises remotely.
Yeah, and one of the great things is, the shift to remote is it actually adds a lot of flexibility for the students. So where previously they would be, in a classroom for 4 days a week, or things like that, where now they're able to kind of split that time up where it's sessions throughout the morning, and the sessions are split up a little more where they can still do their day-to-day tasks as well. So it's not taking them out of the office. It's also nice because it's a virtual classroom, so it's not just canned videos or things like that. It's actually instructor led still, which is very important to our customers.
So you guys kind of touched on what the training sessions entail, but can you dive a little deeper into what a normal day looks like, what topics you go over, how long are the courses, just a couple more details for our viewers?
Well, a typical day in a course, on site used to run around, was a full day of work between 6 to 8 hours, with a few breaks in between. The coursework itself started with, like I mentioned before, basically a call and response. So the instructor would do an example, the students would perform it, and everybody would compare results. We found that with a virtual environment, it's actually a little bit easier for people who normally are a little hesitant to call out and ask a question of somebody. They find that, or we found that it's those people have an easier time. You don't have to. The anonymity of a virtual environment allows people to contribute and participate in a class a little bit easier than they would in real life. Like I mentioned before, each day of classwork is broken down into various chapters, all building towards the completion of a project. And so with each little chapter, there's some theory, an example, and then a small lab session. All of that can be accomplished in a virtual environment as well.
Okay, and if someone is interested in taking the training courses, how do they schedule that, or how do they enroll?
Yeah, so it's a two-part process, I would say. So the first part is obviously just the portion of actually purchasing the course, and then they can either register through their account manager, so someone like ourselves, or they can go online to our training schedule and actually just submit the student information and just register for a course there. So a couple different options.
Okay, perfect. So aside from trainings, what else can ePlan do for customers virtually?
So as I mentioned earlier, so we can do the initial implementation. We've been able to do that virtually. So whether that be setting up your project environment, your templates, things like that. But then also the ongoing consulting that we do with customers. So one of the things that has become really popular with our customers is our ongoing coaching or consulting, where we're able to put together a cadence of meetings. And so it's one of those things that when a customer runs into a challenge, that we can address that and help them, and that they're moving forward, that they're not taking the time to have to look things up online or try to figure out on their own, that we can work with them, that it's them to keep moving forward in that journey rather than trying to struggle through some of those things on their own.
So then how are the tools actually aligned with virtual work? Are they helping users in any way communicate better or improving their workflow? Chris, can you maybe elaborate on some of the tools we have?
Yeah, the traditional platform, as I said at the beginning, what is aligned towards multiple people working on the same project at the same time. Any number of participants can all work on the same project at one time. It can be carved off into several little sub-projects. And now with the advent of our ePulse and eView cloud-based solutions, we can also send ePlan work to people who don't necessarily have ePlan. So an operator or a user can communicate between either a vendor or a customer by uploading a project or a kind of a skin of a project to the cloud, and allow however many people that he or she wants to view it by use of this eView cloud. You can allow people to do markups, do approvals, see a complete list of parts associated with it in both the 2D and 3D environments. And to sign up for this service right now is free. eView is a free service offered by ePlan.
Okay. So I know ePulse has a couple of different components that you briefly mentioned. So we have eView, but we also have the data portal. Can you tell exactly what the data portal is? I know you touched on it a little bit in your last answer.
Right. So the data portal is a collaborative effort between ePlan and manufacturers throughout the world. Anybody who can supply industrial control components participates in the data portal program can put their manufacturing data into one place where ePlan users can access it. and bring those parts and components directly into their ePlan projects without having to sift through lots of different data sheets or different sources. It's all in one place, and they're able to populate their design a lot faster, and you can be sure that you'll always have the latest version of the part or component.
So obviously we've talked about a lot of different tools and everything that the platform is, but who is ePlan actually for? Like what industries can use our software?
So I would say it's not ePlan is not a one size fits all type of software. So anyone from, it may be a company that has only one person that's doing electrical design. It may be a person that has 100 people or more doing electrical design. It can really benefit any of those people. So the great thing is that the whole goal is to become more efficient. So that's going to apply to every company, regardless of size.
And just to jump off on that, so anybody who's involved with industrial control can benefit from ePlan. Anybody who designs in the fluid, pneumatic, hydraulic, process ID realm can use ePlan to build their entire design in multiple representations, 2D, 3D, just complete database-driven design, and all in one platform, branching out to multiple different disciplines.
Great. Well, I think that was a really solid overview of what ePlan is in a very condensed amount of time. I hope that was helpful for all of our viewers. Before I let you guys go, do you have any recommendations of where Automation Fair attendees should maybe start in the ePlan virtual booth to get a better grasp of what ePlan is and kind of educate themselves further on what we offer?
Sorry, go ahead.
I would say I think my favorite part of the booth is actually this channel. So I think it's tuning into all these chats and live overviews where they can get a little bit better understanding of what all ePlan can do. There's a lot, even though it's Thursday, there's still a whole nother day full of these. And so hopefully people tune in.
Same answer. I think at this point, any one of the events available on the in the booth would be interesting to anybody involved in industrial control design.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you both so much for taking the time to chat with me. I hope that the viewers gained a lot from this short discussion we had. If anyone out there has any questions, please reach out within the live chat. One of our ePlan experts will get back to you immediately. And yeah, stop by our booth to get some more information. And thanks for watching our channel. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, my name is Debbie Raimundo, and I am the marketing lead for ePlan USA. One of the great things about working at ePlan is all of the incredible, smart and talented people that I get to work with every day, even if it's just remotely right now, include not only here in the US, but globally as well. And it's really cool to be able to bounce ideas off of each other, learn best practices, as well as hear some really great customer stories worldwide. So anyway, have a great Rockwell Automation Fair at home, and be sure to stop by the ePlan booth. See you later.
Hey, I'm Johnny Wilson. I work for ePlan USA. I'm based out of Seattle. My favorite part for working for ePlan is that I get to work with new customers with having new challenges every single day. And it's great discussing their problems and delivering a solution that is custom and bespoke to that customer in particular. The coolest benefit from working with ePlan is I get to take away manual and laborious tasks away from the engineer, and he can focus on better tasks in his engineering.
Hi, my name is Roger. I've been with ePlan for almost a year now, and I am an account manager for Ohio and Kentucky. What I have seen at ePlan that makes this job really fun is that when I call up a customer, whether it's somebody I've known for a while or somebody brand new to me, they're anxious to hear how we can help them improve their engineering efficiency. That makes my job a lot easier and a lot more fun when somebody actually wants to talk to you instead of just they think you're trying to sell them a product. So that's been great for me. When I met all the people in the office in Schaumburg, I was really warmly greeted. They were excited to have somebody new building business for us and just a different face in the organization. And it's been really fun to work with all these people because we've even had some Friday happy hours virtually, and it's really been fun to get to know everybody. During this virtual world of business, one thing I've learned is that people are a little more down to earth and informal. And that's actually been kind of fun. You see people's dog running, you hear dogs, or you see the kid run by in the video, or you see personal things behind people like here. And that's actually been kind of fun. It helps people open up and be a little more relaxed. One of the things that I've seen in ePlan is we have support engineers, consultants, and salespeople all throughout the country. And what I've learned is that it doesn't matter where they're located. Our support has been just as good with a consultant in Texas and an engineer in Oregon, or somebody here in our local office in the Detroit area. It doesn't matter. We're getting the same level of support for customers, and they're very happy with that so far. I would suggest initially checking out the Watch ePlan Live, because that's where you're going to see some of our consultants and engineers actually showing you how to do things and how ePlan works. And that'll give you probably your best exposure to what ePlan is all about, how it can help you. All right, well, thanks for visiting the ePlan booth, and we hope you really have getting a lot of knowledge from this, and come back to us for any help you need and additional information.
Hola, buen día. Mi nombre es Viridiana Blanco. Soy gerente de marketing para ePlan Hispanoamérica. Estoy muy contenta de participar en Rockwell Automation Fair at Home y que también ustedes estén aquí con nosotros. Para ePlan es muy importante la colaboración no solo a nivel local, sino a nivel internacional. Y la participación en eventos como este, pues es un claro ejemplo de ello. Les comento que vamos a estar en el stand de ePlan de forma virtual. También pueden acceder al chat para cualquier pregunta o duda que tengan, colocarla ahí y estaremos atendiéndola. Les deseo un gran evento y bienvenidos nuevamente.
Hello everybody, my name is Ahmad Omari. I'm a business exploration manager here at ePlan USA. My favorite part about working at ePlan is the energy. ePlan is a very lively place with all sorts of innovation happening across almost every facet of the organization. We think this is because of you, our customers, our prospects, our partners, and this is all of the energy that you bring to us that make this place such a great place to work. Thank you for that. I know it's been a challenging year. I hope you guys are enjoying the fair. I'm sure there's a lot of really, really great content coming up from Rockwell Automation and Rockwell Automation's partners. We hope you visit us at the ePlan booth, and we hope to see you soon. Thank you very much.
Sean O'Brien. I'm sales manager at ePlan USA, representing the Eastern United States, and I'm based in the Detroit, Michigan office. Been with ePlan almost a year now. And what impressed me most about ePlan when I joined is the amount of experience that we have on our team here. I mean, we have some really, really experienced, seasoned individuals, and at times it seems like we're almost a consulting organization and not a software organization. And we're able to really have deep discussions with our customers, and sometimes it seems like we know as much or more about our customers' business than they do sometimes. So I think that's really cool and really unique about ePlan.